So I see people have been searching for the best camera for macro photography. No brand, no specifics. Well, that actually makes things easier, I'm happy to say. Why? Because honestly, the most important thing in macro photography isn't the camera at all. And don't worry, I'm going to tell you exactly what is important. But first, if you want to get all of my content early as well as access to member-only videos, consider becoming a member of the zwadePhoto YouTube channel today. At the end of this video, I'll give you one feature that you might consider looking for in a camera. But first, what really matters in pretty much every genre of photography is really the lens. But it is even more important in macro photography. Why? Well, think about what macro is achieving. You need that sharpness, color rendition, and clarity. You do not want to skimp out on that. Separating the camera from the macro photography genre even further, when you get into high-level macro, you get into lighting. Really good lighting lets things get even more contrasty and juicy, and it gets you shooting at higher apertures and lower ISOs, making that macro work even better. Any lighting is better than no lighting, but there are some really cool macro-specific lighting systems that make things more convenient and just better for macro. Also, a tripod gets to be necessary at some point, but tripod talk isn't sexy and it doesn't need to be anything in particular. It can be something cheap. So first level of importance, splurge on that lens. Second level of importance, some kind of lighting and a tripod somewhere in there. And then, and only then, can we finally answer the question of what is the best camera for macro photography? And the answer is whatever you can afford after you get a nice lens. I know, that's basic, but it's not a cop-out, it's totally true. Although, as promised, here's a feature to look for, and luckily I think most modern cameras have it. It's called focus stacking, and it's super fun and allows you to shoot at lower apertures, and you'll have a lot more in focus. You can actually watch me do some focus stacking in Luminar Neo in that video tag up top. I'm zWade, the zWade, and zWadePhoto. Stay sharp, YouTube.